Good afternoon, everybody. Tim here. Good to see Starry Lock, Miko Wolf. I'm glad you're here. Says we've got about 11 more people watching now. Ken underscore Lock Patrol Force Unite. I like that. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, Storylog, Miko, Ken underscore. Thank you guys for being here. As you guys know, I have been studying, preparing, racking my brain, making my hair go gray. I had to shave because over like the last week, everything just started turning gray. Why am I? There we go. There we go. Bring it down. There we go. All right. Torch. Good afternoon. Anyway, you guys know that I have been preparing for my state locksmith licensing test. That happened today. Started at 1:10 p.m. and I walked out the door at 2 p.m. So anyway, the state website, for one thing. Hey Rune, glad you're here. Thank you. The state website was incorrect in the fact that they said it was only 100, or that it was 150 questions. It was actually only 125 questions, which means mathematically that you can only get a lesser number of incorrect answers. Let's see. Hey, Bill. Bill, don't spoil it for anybody. You know the outcome. You were one of the first ones that I let know. Brass Illusion. Good afternoon. Thank you. So anyway, you know, with 125 questions, there's a fewer number that you could miss. Minimum passing grade is 70%. Let's see, Alpha Centauri, Fred Flintstoner. Good afternoon. Suspense is killing you. Resolution, what the heck do you think I felt like all day today? Ah! So, I went in there, and there were only 9 of us in the test from all over. And I was not the first one done. And I was answering questions, you know, kept on answering questions. And there were some that I had never seen before or never, like, heard of before. Maybe I just glossed over it in the study guide. And the guy behind me, he got up and finished and turned in his test. And they graded them today. I was not really expecting that, but, you know, it's the way it's done, and it's nice. You get a result right away. Unlike Brass Illusion wanting a result right away out of this video. And anyway, so I finished up. I was the third person to finish. And I waited outside the room with another guy. who actually works for the Flying Locksmiths, which is an interesting company. You should look them up. They're nationwide. I remember, reading about them. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments to see who all's here. Hey, Wallers, thank you for joining in. Torch, yes, I know I'm torturing you. So anyway, I was like, God, taking the test, I'm sitting there, I'm scratching out answers, and I'm like, okay, somebody's already done, which means they studied really well, maybe, or maybe they didn't know jack, and just faked their way through it. And then the other guy, the one who works for Flying Locksmiths, he finished up just minutes before I did. And I turned in my test, and I'm like, and I go out to the hallway, and it didn't help either, the fact that when we started the test, I had just all of a sudden, as soon as the proctor said, open your books, I started having a daggone coughing fit. I mean, I didn't know if we were going to be allowed to have, a drink in there or, anything like that. They said, bring your photo ID and a mask. And that was it. So anyway, fast forward, I turn in my test. I go out there, and I'm talking with the other guy about the test, and he and I agreed about some of the questions. But within less than 5 minutes, the proctor came out of the room, and he handed us a slip of paper each, telling us how we did. I want you guys to know that I really, really appreciate all the support, all the help, you guys being there, and and really, really encouraging me. Yep. It's now the locksmithing patrolman. Yeah! Yes! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! Yes! Woo! Ha ha! Cheers, everybody. I did it. Hey, Dana. You joined in at just the right time. You missed all the suspense that I put everybody else through. Oh my God, it was so awesome. I've had people tell me I should have been an actor. That was good. Oh, Dana. Hey, hi, Miko's sister. Glad you're here. Let's see. Jeff. Woohoo. Yeah. Thank you, Miko, Russ, Wallers, Kevin. Good to see you here. Fred Flintstoner, yes, thank you. Rune, they printed it mirrored so that we would decode it, Yeah. No. I don't know why the heck my camera does it mirrored, but yes, I passed. 87. I missed on the general locksmithing questions, of which there were 80. I missed 7. Now, they did not tell us which answers we missed, which questions we missed. Interestingly enough, On the rules/ethics section, I missed 9 out of 45. So I missed more with that than I did with the general locksmithing. So that's a total of 16 incorrect answers out of 125. I got an 87. Passing is 70. And you know what? A pass is a pass is a pass. Yes. Haha. Let's look at the comments here. Brass Illusion, thank you. Thank you. Bill McCarty, thank you. Ken _ having a beer. I'm having a glass of picking juice. Thank you. Starry Log, Dana, thank you. Stay away from the glue. Yes. There were no questions about super glue on there, fortunately. Now I need to learn how to go search for screws in the grass and other real locks. Yes, that was something. I'll tell you about that here in just a second. Alpha Centauri, thank you. Torch, yes, I do have an iPhone. I cannot work Android devices. I've tried. It doesn't happen. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, you and Bill were a couple of the early ones I messaged right away. Let's see. Torch, thank you. Yes, Fred, an open is an open. Dana, yes. Cheers. Now, Ras, do you have the brass magnet on the end of that rod? So yeah, the thing about this, and I'm gonna do an episode in my vlog. I'm gonna do an episode about this, or an entry or whatever the heck you call it. The questions on there with the general locksmithing, those 80 questions, 80 out of 125 questions on general locksmithing. I know that every one of you watching this live today could pass that. I don't remember, but maybe 2 specific questions, and I'm hoping you guys will be able to help me out and give me the answers, or at least what the answers should be. I think I remember what I did. It's kind of a blur, but a lot of the questions on there were very, very simple. If you went through and read, I don't have it. I will post a link on Twitter at some point this weekend about it. But if you go through and you read a glossary of terms, for locksmithing, the locksmith glossary of terms, then you will be able to pass most of these questions. I mean, I'm like, yeah, that's really? You're asking me that? There were questions on identifying key shapes, by the bow. There were a few questions on that. Most everything was common sense questions. It was like, let's see, for instance, one question is, if a customer inserts a key into the cylinder of a mortise lock, turns the cylinder, and then pulls the key out and dumps all the pins, what is that an indication of? That's an indication the cam fell off the back, or as somebody pointed out to me recently, the front fell off. And if you don't know that video, go look it up. Look up the video "The Front Fell Off." Yeah, it is funny. So simple questions like that. The two questions that I remember, one of which I was talking with Jeff about on my way home, is there was one question about a Honda ignition lock, and it had like I want to say like a six digit code printed on the side of the ignition lock, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the question said, what was it? It was asking, is this the, what does this code tell you? And your choices were like that the actual bidding code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it might have been 8 digits. I think it was 8 digits. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was one choice. Actual bidding of, what would that be? 3, 4, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The actual bidding. Option C was like it's a part number, and option D is that tells you nothing about the bidding code. So it was that question. So I'm hoping for a good answer on that. Anyway, let's see. The other question that I remember was for a top master key in a master keyed system, and the choices were several, or something about the bidding in a top master key for a master key system. And the answer I chose was all the cuts need to be even numbered. Because I remember us talking about that. So, I'm not sure about that. Let me look at the comments real quick. Still working for the brass magnet. This last week, let's see. Yeah, brass illusion. You named it. The way that you go through a lot of the choices on these questions were either true, false, or multiple choice. And on the multiple choice, you go through it and you say, well, obviously the reason why a deadbolt is difficult to turn when the door is closed, but easy to open when or easy to turn when the door is open. That is not because the key is not worn in correctly. So yeah, I mean, you eliminate the idiocy answers, and then whatever remains is what you go with. Dana, no, they did not let us know which ones we got wrong, and I don't believe that that they would let me know. I don't don't know. I'm debating whether or not to ask. But I mean, it was a decent test. The point of this test was to determine if somebody has enough knowledge up here and, you know, of both locksmithing and the laws and rules applying to locksmithing in this state, to make sure that they're not going to go out and just completely F something up. All right, Bill, we'll see you. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Don't work too hard. Resolution, actually, it's funny that you mentioned soft wax, because that was one of the, that was like an option for doing an entry or something. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what that was, but that was one of the choices for the question, and soft wax was definitely not the answer for that. So I didn't choose it. Let's see. And Raz, no, I'm not going to. I'm not gonna squabble for LPL. I will stick with LPP. I will do that. Maybe LSP, but I've been known as LPP for years now, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. We all know. We all know. Let's see. Yeah, locksmithing patrolman, LSP. That might have a ring to it. Yeah, Torch, I don't think they'll let me have my test. Yeah, no. I feel kind of stupid with one question, because it was asking. There were only 2 questions on handing of the doors. And I think I probably, if I missed one, I missed both. Because it showed the handing diagrams. And there were lots of diagrams printed in the test. So if you're in North Carolina and you want to take this test, I will say, without giving away a whole lot, look at your diagrams. If you get the study guide, look at the diagrams in there, read the terminology, the glossary, and then make sure that you know you have a knowledge of how locks work. So let's see. Hey Pete, how did the exam go? I don't know. I bombed it. Like, bombed it in a good way. Okay, don't ever let me do that again. Anyway. So, yeah, no, I mean, it was awesome. Pete, I passed. So, yes. It went very well. So yeah, we have covered so much in the lives and, you know, other videos in the chats and over on, you know, in Jason's videos. If you're interested in this and you want to do this, I'm convinced that you can pass a locksmith licensing test. You know, you just gotta have your interest in it. You gotta have your, you know, you've got to be dedicated to it. So anyway, so yes, I got it. I'm back home. It is awesome. My official license will arrive, they said, within 2 weeks. As far as time to get printed up and mailed out and received in the mail, should have it within 2 weeks. So once I have that, then I will officially be a licensed locksmith for the next 3 years. It's good for 3 years. You must have 16 continuing education hours logged during that 3-year period in order to renew. If you take this test, you might want to know that. Anyway, let's see. Brian, afternoon. Yes, what Rune said. I passed the test. Thank you. All right, Raz, we'll see you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Dana, I came so close because here it is. It's 5 o'clock on a Saturday. I've been going all day long. You know, the testing site was like an hour and a half drive one way. And of course I got there a little bit early. And anyway, I'm like, do I just do one standalone video? Nah. Live is how we do it. Yeah. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, Torch, they actually did not have any questions about closers. There was nothing about any of that. Now, and in the study guide, there was also nothing about closers or the only thing in the study guide not pertaining directly to locks was stuff about a misaligned strike and door silencers, which for y'all out there who don't know, door silencers are just these little rubber thingamajigs that are stuck in the frame that when you close it, instead of getting a kaboom, you get a click. Yeah. So instead of a kaboom, you get a click. Yes, one of those. I had to do it twice. Sorry, I did a celebratory shot as soon as I got home too. Anyway. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm excited. I've got dinner that I have to cook. It's going to be cooked on the grill. Steak and corn tonight, for sure. Because I'm worth it. Anyway, and I don't know why these lights like today are making my face all shiny. I need to put on some base or something. All right, so as promised, I think it was my Twitter. Might be in the video description too. Anyway, I've got 2 packages to open, so we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go start dinner. So let's get the camera rearranged. I really need a new magic arm for my camera mount. All right, there we go. Bring it in just a tad. Alrighty. All right, Wallers, we'll see ya. It's not the lights. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, so this first one was sent to me by a friend of mine. He and I have been friends for a very long time. Actually, since we were little kids. And he actually got into lockpicking way before I did. But he sort of kept it as a hobby. He doesn't do, log sport videos or anything. But, let's see here. Ooh. This is the good packing paper. I ran out of, you know what? Hang on just a second. Knowing my buddy, there's no telling. Okay, I can show this. Yeah, that's good packing paper. I can use that to light the charcoal for the grill. Alright, so we have two things. Ranch dressing soda. I was wondering what he was meaning the other day when he messaged me and said, "Do you like ranch dressing?" And I said, "Well, it's not my first choice, but it is, I'll eat it." So yes, ranch dressing soda. I will do this on camera. I'm going to go put it in the refrigerator and chill it down a little bit. But yes, ranch dressing soda. Wow. Okay. This thing here is something he messaged me about a while back. This is time to turn on the light. This is a Knox box device. And all right, so the serial numbers and stuff have been sanitized. This was used on, basically what this is used for is there would be a key cylinder here as well. But there's also one, you can see what kind of lock that is. If you can't, that's a Medico. But basically what it is you have a key that is retained in here, in this cylinder, and it is a key to Knox boxes or it's the Knox box key, which if you're not familiar with Knox boxes, they are heavily armored, securely anchored metal boxes that can contain copies of master keys to buildings. They use Medico cylinders in them, and instead of having loose keys, for the Knox box, they would actually be secured in a device like this. And basically the way this works is you get a one-time code from dispatch. This is connected electronically or something like that. I'm not really sure exactly how. Night Owl, I'd sent him pictures of this a while back, but basically, Night Owl sent me a video showing how it would work, and I will try to remember to link that video. But basically, you get a one-time code from dispatch, and you would put it in there, and then it would mechanically release the key from the cylinder. And you can see on the back here, the circuit board's all busted up and everything. There are some servos and electromechanical thingamajigs. This is going to be a video just to dissect what's left of this. This is, that's metal. That's not plastic. It's shielding that. Of course, this is the part that we're really interested in, is the cylinder and picking it. But we'll take this apart one day and gut everything out to see how it's retained. I know there should be a cylinder here that is missing, and that is okay. This was found literally like in a ditch or on the side of the road somewhere. So yeah. Let's see. Love ranch dressing, but soda. yeah, Dana, I have no clue. I will do that next Saturday. I will drink that next Saturday live. Mad Hatter, good afternoon. The news today is I passed my locksmith test. So thank you for joining in. Yeah, Brian, I will put, I'll try to remember to put a link in, either in Twitter or here in the description of this video, or whichever video we wind up exploring this in. But yes, we're going to explore it for sure. So, with that aside, I've got another package. This one from my good buddy Miko Wolf. I'm going to take a quick peek inside of here once I get it opened up. I think I know what's in here, or at least part of what's in here. Yeah. All right. So, let's see. All right. So this is so cute. A plushy stuffed wolf. I have sound. Okay. That is so awesome. He howls. Of course it's a wolf. Miko Wolf and his sister both messaged me and said they were going to send this. It has 2 trackers on it as well, on his collar here, so that he won't get lost. This is awesome. And you guys, I have very few secrets in my life. Very, very few are deep, dark secrets. And I'm going to have one less. I have still... In my life, I have every single stuffed animal I've ever been given, from the day I was born until now, which the anniversary of the day I was born is coming up the end of this month, but that's beside the point. Anyway, but yes, I love stuffed animals. Yes, I'm sure that I'm really a cop. Anyway, so yeah, this is awesome. I like this. So we're gonna put them here. I don't know, Miko. Yeah, what's his name? Is it Puck? Did you name him, Miko? Did y'all name him? Because if you didn't give him a name already, we're gonna have to come up with one for him. Now there's something else in here. It's a little bit heavier than a plushie. Let me look at this real quick. Okay. Set this guy over here. I gave us. Okay, so his name's Miko Wolf. Okay. That's this guy's name is Miko Wolf. Alrighty. We can do that. His ears pulled down. There we go. Sweet. He can be the shop puppy. All right, let's see what is in here. I have a feeling that what's in here are locks. You can sure name it. And how about LPP Wolf? LPP Wolf? Yeah, that could be it. I don't know. I'm weird about names. Like they just have to come to me. Okay, so we can name it. Keys the canine. Wait till Sock sees the puppy. I will have to get it next time. But if y'all are not familiar with who Lil Bub was, that's Lilbub, go look her up on Instagram. And when I got a Lil Bub, I opened it up, and the kitties did not appreciate another kitty cat. So, okay, cool. Honda and Acura lock fit 315. Sweet. Oh, this is cool. This is one of those, yeah. Okay. I have absolutely no clue what this style of key is. I've seen them, and I believe it works. Pretty much just like a wafer lock, like any automotive lock, but the cuts are into the side to where you can't just, there's that blade in the middle of it. Sweet. That is awesome. We will explore that for sure one day. Awesome. Thank you. The Log Patrol Wolf Pack. We could do that. I will. Let's see. LSD. Dana. Let's see here. Universal replacement car tractor ignition switch lock cylinder with 2 keys. Okay, cool. Wow. So both of these look brand new. All right, that's awesome. Okay, so this would be like, like for a tractor or some sort of machinery type equipment. And it has, you can tell that this is a double-sided convenience key because the bitting on each side mirrors each other. So it's not going to be, there's only one set of bitting. It's just that you can put the key in either way. And then it's got the electrical contacts on the back. That is cool. I've got a couple other electrical locks. We may do a special just on electrical locks. Yeah, but you can hear it. And then when it's in the unlocked position, you cannot pull the key out. So there's only one pull-out position. So you have to leave the key in there. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, Torch. Torch, I believe there is a site for Lil Bub, just a plain website. Let me see if I can look, and I'll put it in there after we open this up. Holy crap. I love boxes like these. This box sort of reminds me of what my grandmother sent me when I was a little kid, all those years ago. I'll get, sorry while I mess with the camera to get it right. So we've got an ignition. Turns without the key. Okay, we can look at that. Not sure what kind of ignition that is, or like what make of vehicle it is. Also, yeah, that would be like a retainer there. Is that a retainer or a limiter? Not sure. We'll look at some of these other keys. Just gonna dump these guys out here right now. Wow. Okay. So here on the ring we've got Ilco H52. I believe that's a Ford, isn't it? Or it would go to a Ford. These are definitely Ford ignition keys. Older Ford ignition keys. These would be GM, just by the shape of the bow. These are GM auxiliary keys. Came out a 99 Ford Mustang. Okay, so this is Ford 99 Ford Mustang ignition. Okay, cool. Thank you. And then here we have, let's see, over here we've got another, let's see, Ford, all these are Ford. These are auxiliary keys for Ford. And you can tell that, again, by the shape of the bow, because the ignition key, back in the day you had two separate keys, one for the ignition, one for the doors, glove box, trunk, etc. And you would tell the difference by the shape of the bow. So that's really cool there. Let's see, that would be, that's a GM, Chevy, Ford. Did Miko get a hold of this one? Another Ford. Let's see. This would be a Nissan, wouldn't it? Yeah, this would be a Nissan key, I believe. Pontiac. Sweet. My first car was Pontiac. Got a tag there. Let's see, bunch of smaller keys like Y11s, maybe. Steel case, Chicago steel case. Cool. Cadillac key. Another, let's see, Cadillac auxiliary key and a Cadillac ignition key. This, let's see, Mazda. Okay, Mazda key. This would be a, just by the shape of the bow, I'm going to say this is a, this is what, a, either, Honda or Acura. Came from a Taurus. Okay. All right, these others, okay. This looks like, of course I could go back, but you can look on here. It's got HY12, so I believe that's a Hyundai key. Another Pontiac key, Access Circle Plus key, so this would be another Chevrolet key.
Um, bunch of Corbin keys. Another Ford key. See, another Japanese key. Again, this is going to be, let's see, a Y159. I believe that's either Hyundai or a Mazda. Maybe one of those two. Gives you gas. No, goes to a gas cap. But yeah, a bunch of these others. These are so awesome. Post office box key. Cool. Which is the Y2 reverse, or the Y2R key blank. Very cool. Alrighty. Alright. So, awesome, Miko. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Rune, actually that brings me back to some of the testing questions, and knowing there weren't nearly as many, there we go. There weren't nearly as many key identification questions as what I thought, but there were enough that if you're really not familiar, I mean, anybody can tell the difference between Schlage and Quickset. If you say, hey, this is a Schlage, and the other house key here in the U.S. I don't have a Quickset actually right here. But you say, hey, this is a Schlage. The other key that looks like a house key would be a Quickset. Pretty much anybody can identify between those two. But, I have to admit, those were good questions on the test. It is designed to where if you have no knowledge of any of this, you can't just, watch 2 or 3 videos on YouTube and then go pass it. You have to actually... you have to actually know some stuff. And then obviously, like you said, Rune, once you pass the test, then you really just start learning real stuff. Which, that echoes back to when I took my law enforcement test and, went through the law enforcement academy and everything. While I was going through it, I made a mention about something, and one officer that I'd worked with, he kind of chuckled and he said, yeah, he said, you're learning that for the test. He said, it's completely different when you get out in the real world. And it is. You learn one thing on the test, okay, if you do X, Y, Z, you should equal 3. When you get out in the real world, you do X, Y, Z, and it equals the square root of pi. Yeah. So, anyway, let's see. Sent in your miscuts. Okay. All right. So, we're going... This is awesome. We're gonna do that one day. We're gonna come up with a good name for him. Anyway, and we'll drink our ranch dressing soda. Wow. All right, guys. So it is 5:30. We've been going on celebrating for almost an hour now. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. That way I can go clean my friggin' kitchen and get it together. Let me look and see. I believe next week, next Saturday, It's either. I think I've got next Saturday's guest lined up. I've got Tyler Thomas lined up to join in on Saturday Live, and I'm 99% sure that it's next week, but I can't pull up my calendar on my phone without stopping the video and so anyway, I believe next Saturday, I believe we'll have Tyler Thomas on here, and then I've got a couple other folks that I want to reach out to as far as coming on for live on Saturday mornings, because you guys know I'm not normally on this time of day. Anyhow, so yes, this Wednesday, I might take a look at this Knox box thingamajig. I'm not sure. Maybe. And when I say maybe, I mean I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure I'll do a live this Wednesday. I'm still off work Wednesday. This past Wednesday I couldn't do it because I had a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, this coming Wednesday I may or may not do a live. I don't know. We'll kind of have to see. Yes, Rune, Dalp, Dark Arts LockPicking. He and I have talked. We are going to do a joint live one day. We haven't got it planned out yet. When we talked about it, it was earlier this week, and I said, I don't want to add anything more on until I take the test. And also, just I'll remind y'all so you won't be shocked about it, but the first couple Saturdays of June I will not be doing lives. The first couple weeks I'm 93% sure that I will not be doing lives the first couple weeks of June. And I've got some reasons for that. Everything's okay. It's pre-planned, blah, blah, blah. So those tags are accessory key tags to get into place. Oh, okay. Awesome. So his tags, yes, accessory key tags, key fobs. Ooh. One day, maybe we can use this to read the codes on them. Huh? I think it'll work. I don't know. I don't have it hooked up. Don't have the power supply plugged in. We'll look at that one day. Yeah, just to see if we can read them. Awesome. Sweet. That's really cool. We're just going to read them. All right, guys. So, yes. Well, those are quick keys. Yeah. All right, guys. So, I would like to ask you guys, if you don't mind. Right now, we've got 12 viewers and 6 likes. If you're just kind of ho-hum about me getting my license, passing my license test today, okay, that's fine. If the packages are kind of, then okay, I understand. But guys, if for no other reason, give a thumbs up for this boy. Yes. He's going to get introduced to the pack inside the house for sure. But he'll probably permanently live out here in the shop. So, yeah. Give a thumbs up for this guy. Let's see. Yeah. Tumblr. That's a good one, Mad Hatter. We will do this in an official Saturday morning live capacity sometime. We will name him for sure. We'll do some sort of something. What? Thank you, Rune. I appreciate the thumbs up on the way in. And we're up to 10 likes. Awesome. Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. And really, I don't get any money for likes. So, what it does do is it helps promote my videos into the algorithms and things of YouTube. So, hopefully, it'll be easier for some people to find some of my videos. And if there's one thing that I can do for everybody out there, it's give back what I learned. And I feel that here over the past few months, you guys have helped me learn. You guys have learned with me. Any of you guys that have been there that are not locksmiths by trade, the ones of you that have been there that are not locksmiths and have continued on and commented and interacted and everything, you guys could have passed that test today. I'm positive of it. So I really, really want to thank you guys, each and every one of you, again, for being there, for encouraging me, for giving me guidance, helping me learn stuff, explaining things to me. It means the world to me. 4 years ago, when I got into Locksport and did my first video, I had no clue in the world that this is where I would be. And I owe it all to everybody out there. So, thank you again. I truly appreciate it. You guys will always have, you guys will always mean the world to me. So, where do we go from here? I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and wind up and get to preparing for dinner. It's a beautiful day outside today, so I'm gonna enjoy that. Anyway, y'all, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, stay out of trouble, and we'll see you next time.